Today I learned.
So this week I learned about a disturbing movement that's been going on in Germany for a couple of years now. The Nipster, or Nazi hipster. Yeah, I know how ridiculous that sounds, but it's obviously a thing. Before I get into the Nipster itself, I have to talk about the stereotypical face of neo-Nazism, the skinhead. Boy, was I surprised with what I found out about their origins and shit. Some of you who might already know this story might call me ignorant or uninformed, but I consider myself a layman and a pretty good example of what an average Joe might know and what my public opinion might be. While I've been vaguely aware of certain groups of skinheads, like the sharp skinheads against racial prejudice, I always thought of them as more of a quirky counterculture to the standard white supremacy skinhead. You can only imagine my surprise when I found out that the original traditional skinheads of the 60s drew their inspiration from Jamaican rude boy culture and British mod culture. They looked a bit different and sure as hell sounded a lot different than what we perceive as skinheads now. They listened to ska, early reggae, rocksteady, and stuff like that, and they had nothing to do with racism or any kind of political ideology. It was only in the 70s revival of the skinhead culture that they started being associated with white supremacy and Nazism. So I find it really tragicomical that neo-Nazism, after having hijacked a subculture that originally had nothing to do with their ideology, warped it to such an extent that now the average person will equate skinheads with white supremacy, only to be shunned and pushed to the margins of society by a growingly progressive populace. They are now at it again. Transition of certain skinheads into Nazi culture initially was a natural development, or at least I didn't find any evidence of like a malign hidden agenda. The creation of the Nipster is a wholly planned and calculated affair. If you read Rolling Stone's profile of Patrick Schroeder, one of the founders of the Nipster movement, it reads like a scary-ass marketing ploy designed to target a wider range of youth by repackaging that whole same old hateful message into a new, modern and more palatable form. Nipsters now seem like they're specifically designed to become unrecognizable and more difficult to identify. They eschew their typical Doc Marten boots, bomber jackets and shaved heads, and now wear skinny jeans, bushy beards, and sport those abominable tote bags, while addressing certain progressive issues like climate change and animal rights, while at the same time spewing the same old racist, anti-Semitic, and anti-immigration rhetoric. Jesus, as if we needed more reasons to find hipsters insufferable. So, if you have anything more to add about this whole skinhead Nipster story, if you can think of any other weird subcultures that you wouldn't originally put together, like maybe the Botswana death metal fans, the Renegades, yeah. Come to our forum, come to the topic, weird subcultures. I'd love to hear your opinions, and yeah, see you next episode.
Hmm.